Hello all and welcome to another Caffeine Entertainment video. It's Art here with a Game of Thrones television series full review. This will be my unabated thoughts, somewhat filtered but kind of unleashed thoughts on all 8 seasons of the show. I'm going to run through the first 6 seasons quite quick because let's be honest, those were the book seasons and those were the best seasons. Because David Benioff and D.B. Weiss had a roadmap to follow, and they followed it to a T and took care of it to a T. It was season 7 and the final season, season 8, that were rushed. Maybe because they're working on the new Star Wars, I don't know. But I'm going to break down. Season 7 was actually quite good and had the integral plots that you come to expect from a Song of Ice and Fire series. So I didn't have too many problems with season 7 because of how well it was digested and how well it was run. No problems whatsoever. Really. I thought it ended on an epic endpoint, and I thought it began on a solid footing point. But just like Dexter, the TV show Dexter based on the Jeff Lindsay books, the final season left me horribly down. Let me down horribly. The first 3 episodes, you could argue, were the best 3 episodes of the season because they're building to the battle with the White Walkers, the battle with what the books call the Others, and that made that pretty awesome and pretty tight and really good. Matter of fact, the Night King and all that was done really well. Each one of the first 3 episodes could have been finales in any season. I do know that HBO offered them more seasons and more episodes, so that was the thing. You'll have to forgive me because I am filming outside, so you'll hear noises from time to time. So I do know that happened. I liked the first episode, Winterfell. I liked the battle to end all battles. The battle with the White Walkers, in which most of the 7 kingdoms was assisted. There was great character growth with Brienne of Tarth and Jaime Lannister. That happened. That was amazing. However, starting with episode 4 all the way up to the finale, I feel things were rushed. Things didn't make sense. And I feel maybe David Benioff and D.B. Weiss were racing to get Game of Thrones done so that they could focus on writing the new Star Wars stuff that they're writing. And all I have to say to that is that's hogwash. Because if you're going to deal with one major franchise, you need to handle that one with care before you deal with another major franchise. It does not leave me in a good mood for the next Star Wars films because they didn't handle the ending to Game of Thrones properly. You can't have a series that has integral woven plots with well-developed, well thought out, multifaceted characters come down to a simple, innate conclusion that literally makes no sense. Okay? The three-eyed raven, a character that was throughout the entire show, mysterious, mischievous, and not really fleshed out. We still don't know what the three-eyed raven is. We know who the three-eyed raven is. We don't know what the three-eyed raven is. That's part of the problem. We also don't know what happened to the final dragon. We don't know where Jon Snow went. We don't know where Arya went. We know she went west of Westeros. But I'd say the only thing that made sense in the finale was Sansa being Queen of the North, because it's what she wanted from the get-go. You saw a growth of her character wanting power and seizing power wherever she could get it from. Once again, I'm filming outside, so you have to pardon the noises. So that's the only thing that made sense. Also, the dragon burning the Iron Throne. The dragon burning the Iron Throne was a plausible thing. Why did Jon Snow tell everybody that he killed Dany? Why? He could have just been like, she was sitting on the throne, Drogon didn't like that, and Drogon burned her and burned the throne. It's a very plausible ending, in my opinion, and it would have left the right person on the throne. The person on the throne, Bran, the three-eyed raven, was not the right person on the throne. I'm sorry, just wasn't. He didn't have a deep enough story. I would have rather seen Tyrion, I would have rather seen Jon, even Sansa be on the throne. To see and apparently now it's no longer the Game of Thrones, it's no longer the War for the Throne, it is the democracy of the throne. So much like the ending to Dexter, where he rides off into the hurricane and you think he's dead, and then minutes later he reappears as a logger, I think is how it ended. It was just weird. It wasn't the right ending. It was the most non-ending ending I've ever seen in a TV show ever. And for this TV show to be treated so epically by HBO, and HBO telling them, hey, we'll give you 10 seasons, 10 episodes each, or 8 episodes each, whatever you need to tell a fully fleshed out story, and D.B. Weiss and David Benioff saying no, basically because they wanted to get on to Star Wars, let's be honest, is a crying shame, and quite frankly, I would never hire them to do any work for me whatsoever, because they couldn't be trusted to care for the baby. Like, maybe I'd let them run the show, but I would have the final say, because, like, if I felt they needed to be replaced, they would be replaced. Because season 7 and 8 shows me that they can't write a satisfactory conclusion to save their life. Which leads me to pray and hope that George R.R. Martin finishes the books so that we that read the books, we that love the Song of Ice and Fire, get a satisfactory ending the way the author meant it to. Now, do I agree with the petitioning HBO to reshoot the final season? No, because once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. Period. Point blank. Done. Game of Thrones ended the way it ended. I will say this final season killed any hope of a prequel, because who cares about prequels when the ending of the main story ended with a popcorn fart? It ended terribly. So that's my fully unfiltered, unabashed feelings on it. Sorry I spoiled some things. I'll put it in the title and in the description that it's a spoiler rant. If you have not seen it, don't watch it. But folks, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. Please leave in the comments down below your thoughts on the series finale for Game of Thrones and your hopes and dreams for the book series if you watched the show. But without further ado, we're going to try to move on. Happy reading, everybody. Happy TV watching. I'll see you again soon. And peace.